Forgiveness. Now, when I speak about forgiveness, I usually think of losing something really dear to me. Like a child losing their favorite toy, or a first-time homeowner losing their first home to fire and water damage. Forgiveness, or rather unforgiveness, can be precious. It can be a fuel for some people. I know for sure that in my case, it has been a fuel in certain occasions. Is it trivial to let go willingly of something precious to you? What if that very precious thing is acid to your skin? That each new time you bring it closer to you, you feel burns. Each time you feel a burning sensation, you look down and notice that that which you loved has altered your current state. Unforgiveness is like poison to the soul. Like acid to the wings of life, it eats deeply every time, preventing you from going to the next level, the place where you can see way better than your current reality, your current location. I remember when I was a young child, I would put a Tiger AA battery in my mouth and lick it because of its sweet, temporary sensation, only to realize right after that the moment that my mouth was being burned by the battery acid itself. I tried this a few more times before taking apart the battery to see the dark contents that make up the battery masked in its beautiful wrapper. Forgiveness to forgive is usually defined as the action to stop feeling angry or resentful towards someone for an offense, flaw, or mistake. So how do you forgive when you can't remember the offense, flaw, or mistake? Think about it. Think about times you have quarreled with someone or misjudged a situation so poorly that you feel ashamed at yourself even for a brief moment for the way you act or acted. Forgiveness does not necessarily mean that you are the one to forgive. You can also be the forgiven. One just requires you to let go. You let go by taking accountability, hopefully not too late, not when all the feathers have been burnt, not when you have no skin left, not when it has eaten deep into your bones. You let go by forgiving those who may have hurt you knowingly or unknowingly, by cutting off communications with those you have let repeatedly hurt you, by reigniting your communication with your father whose name you slandered repeatedly as soon as you were an adult, and had to provide for yourself outside of the family home, by accepting true compliments as they were without ulterior motives. It can mean you start gifting shoes to the homeless after you become wealthy because you hated the fact that when you were homeless, no one gave you shoes. Forgiveness. Forgiveness can be as complex as you make it out to be. Forgiveness can mean finally letting the person you may have wronged forgive you. It could mean showing up for little Johnny's inter-house sports competition. From now on, it could mean you stop being defensive to your husband or to your friends. If unforgiveness is your fuel, then maybe you shouldn't take this advice. Maybe you should ride it out till you get where you want, and then you forgive. But remember, forgiveness is a nice tool to have, even when kept in the back pocket or locked away deep in the underground safe. Until next time.